We are now going to move on to UTEL. UTEL is basically a unit that was established by the university to provide teaching and learning services insofar as what we're discussing today. So the university had foresight, if I might use the term, to be able to see that there will come a time when we have to record lessons, and then established a unit that was then tasked with ensuring that these lessons are recorded in a studio setting or any other relevant setting, and then provided to students, and also provide support to lecturers who wish to have their lessons recorded and supplied or provided to students. I will now hand over to UTEL to then do their presentation, and thereafter we'll then move on to the disability unit, and then we'll move on to our keynote speaker. But let us now hear from UTEL. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning. My name is Jasper Cecil. I am the project manager for UTLO. In 2017, the university's Teaching and Learning Office, supported by ICS, Information Communication Services, established the UKZN Technology Enhanced Learning, or UTEL. This was in response to firstly ameliorate the effects of disruptions and risks to the academic program. Persistent protests, pandemics, and natural disasters also necessitated a fundamental reconceptualization of higher education teaching and learning practices. The other reason was to drive innovative teaching and learning through the provision of a suite of technology-rich teaching and learning solutions and innovative pedagogies using e-learning, online learning, the flipped classroom approach, and blended learning. UTEL has for some time been advocating blended learning solutions. So the process started by revitalizing the dormant recording studios on the Westville campus and repurposing them to create one of the finest production facilities in the province. The center is currently staffed by a small team with highly specialized skills.
The University Technology Enhanced Learning Project was set up to meet a number of objectives, including an opportunity for academic staff to record their lectures in studio.
In the impetus given to digital transformation and the move to online learning during lockdown, academic staff quickly migrated to using alternative methods. UTEL contributed to the success of UKZN's recent mutation from traditional to innovative online teaching and learning practices, and reopened its facilities as an essential service during lockdown so academic staff could record material for students. UTEL encourages the lecture capture approach that integrates blended learning and flipped class approaches to teaching. Using Studio 2, its smaller television studio, select concepts were chosen to recreate lectures using chroma key techniques, virtual sets, and teleprompters. There are times when materials or apparatus cannot be brought into the studio. Then UTEL sends its staff to go on site to capture footage, such as in the case of laboratories, hospitals, and clinics. Once these materials are edited, they are made available to students by publishing them onto Learn 2021, Moodle. Besides Moodle as a publishing platform, UTEL has been instrumental in the selection and design of Cultura Media Space, a portal where all UKZN video content will be published, including that produced by UTEL, colleges and schools, as well as videos of events and conferences. Digital content will be available for staff and students to watch or to download to any mobile device without using any specialized software. It uses Active Directory authentication and generates impressive analytics. UTEL staff have been reskilled to undertake uploads to Cultura and Moodle, to do tagging and metadata, to convert videos, to make them downloadable, to add closed captions, and to provide technical support to academic staff. Students receive these materials electronically or download them and review content in their own time and spaces with their peers, using materials to reinforce their understanding and prepare them for assessments. They sometimes use lectures for subsequent classes when guest lecturers cannot be brought back. If they are absent for class or not able to attend lectures for whatever reason, due to disruptions, time schedule constraints, etc., they can revisit the materials and also look at them when lectures cannot easily be understood due to language barriers. When there are limited specimens or small laboratories, or when class numbers are too big, students go through these videos in detail to look at things like experiments and apparatus. This migration to digital teaching has seen an increased demand for services and facilities offered by UTLO. Besides capturing lectures, UTLO also creates other types of video materials. When we do a full production, we use a creative process that takes into account careful scripting and storyboarding so the content is rich with suitable visual materials. UTLO's specialized staff work hard to create visually interesting graphics. We design our own virtual sets, create animations, and perform high-level video editing. We also do other types of programs like producing materials to train staff on technologies, to market departments, programs, and courses, to attract potential students, to draw funders, to promote the university, and to create promotional and informative videos. UTLO's main TV studio, designed to broadcast specifications, is quite large enough to host performances, panel discussions, debates, and online presentations. When the University Teaching and Learning Office has regular campus-based fora focusing on contemporary themes like the flipped classroom, joys and hazards of technology in teaching, the effective uses of technology based on academics' experiences, these fora and panel discussions that are facilitated by resident and internationally acclaimed academics are recorded in the studio, edited, and made available digitally for local and international dissemination. We have a small sound studio called Studio 3 where we do multi-track recording and mastering using digital software. This studio is quite useful and used for narration, voiceovers, PowerPoint presentations, language translations, creating music stings and themes, recording small music ensembles, and doing radio interviews. It is well recognized around the world that ingesting materials and making them available online is one of the most important strategies in the digital revolution today. A huge collection of analog video materials are held in the former audiovisual archives as well as elsewhere in the university. These are becoming unusable as new technologies no longer support them. So digitizing materials and making them available is one of the most important strategies in the digital revolution today. UTLO has started the process of cataloging, digitizing, and converting over 5,000 videotapes using restoration processes to preserve quality. All of the digital assets are indexed and will be published for research and development purposes. There is an increased demand for facilities on the Pietermaritzburg campus, as academics often do not have the time to travel to Westville to record their materials. The Pietermaritzburg TV studio has already been incorporated into UTLO and is awaiting funding so it can be re-equipped and made fully functional. Some of the future projects are the establishment of a broadcast center where UTLO can broadcast content directly as well as recorded material from its studio. We are investigating possibilities with free-to-air broadcasters so we can maximize teaching and learning delivery and disseminate information like debates, public announcements, specialized talks, etc. We are also looking at the possibility of creating a university channel where we can get the other universities to participate and submit content for broadcast. Over the past few years, a steady stream of users have been using UTLO's facility. The feedback we get from users indicates that the quality and the standard of work that we do is exceptional and equivalent, if not better, than that produced by external professional companies. We do have the capacity to assist many others and encourage you to make an appointment to discuss your needs. I hope this gives you an overview of what UTLO can offer. Please do take the time to visit our facilities. We are located on the first floor in T Block on the university's Westville campus. Our friendly staff will be happy to show you around and answer any of your questions. If you wish to look at samples of our work and more details surrounding our facilities, do take a look at the website, which has additional information and an online booking feature. We look forward to seeing you soon and are sure that you will be impressed with what we can do for you. Thank you very much.